Prime Minister Narendra Modi has put out an elaborate statement and charging at the then Congress government during the emergency era about how today is the day to mark homage to those great men and women who resisted the emergency in the 1970s when Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister. He has then used the hashtag the dark days of emergency, reminding us of how the Congress party subverted basic freedom and trampled over the Constitution of India, and which every Indian had respected greatly. But very significantly, a very scathing, sharp retort coming in from Prime Minister Modi. He adds, and I quote it here, "Just to cling on to power, the then Congress government disregarded every democratic principle and made the nation into a jail. Any person who disagreed with the Congress was tortured, harassed. Socially regressive policies were unleashed to target the weakest section." So there are elaborate comments that he has put forth targeting the then Congress leaders and the then Congress era, basically, to say those were the real dark days of emergency for the country. The mindset which led to the imposition is very much alive, and that's how he brings in 1975 to 2024. He's now connecting it, saying that it was not just in the past. The mindset that led to the imposition of the emergency is very much alive among the same party that imposed it. They hide their disdain for the Constitution through tokenism. People of India have seen through their antics. That is why they have been rejected time and again. So if anybody was wondering of why Prime Minister Modi is simply observing or marking the anniversary of the emergency era of 1975, he's immediately connected it now to the Congress party as it stands, the grand old party, saying the mindset is still alive of that party. He's basically, remember, because the Congress party or the India bloc is trying to bring in the safe constitution, safe democracy, he's trying to turn it on their head and say it is your party that through tokenism, through unfair policies have actually brought in that disdain for the constitution. Piyush Mishra joining me for the latest on this. 75 to 2024. About 49 years of the emergency era. But isn't it interesting, Piyush, that how Prime Minister Modi is not just mentioning about observing the emergency era, he's saying that mindset is still alive and thereby targeting the incumbent leadership of the Congress party today?
Well, absolutely, Pooja, and that is what we are now seeing also on the post which has been put out by Prime Minister Modi on the X, where he says, and I quote, "Today is a day to pay homage to all those great men and women who resisted the emergency. The dark days of emergency remind us of how the Congress party subverted basic freedoms and trampled over the Constitution of India, which every Indian respects greatly." So this is what the Prime Minister is saying on the social media handle on X. Remember that yesterday also when he had addressed the media, at the time also he had requested people to observe 25th June as the black spot on democracy, and today BJP is also planning to observe multiple programs across the country where they are going to organize programs and make people aware about the mindset of the Congress party. BJP's National President JP Nadda will be talking on this issue at around 12:30 p.m. at BJP's national headquarters. But before that, PM Narendra Modi is also sending out a clear message saying that today is a day to pay homage to all those men and women who resisted the emergency. So at one side, we are seeing the debate on saving democracy, which is being talked about by the opposition India Alliance. On the other side, we are now seeing how the government is going to target
that brings me to the question again. Will any work be done? Will there be discussions, deliberations on bills, on issues? Or will it, from the election season now to the parliament session season, it will be the same? Discourse, narrative, remarks and counter remarks. How do you see this playing out in the parliament? Because Congress is also prepared. They are saying, let's not talk about emergency, let's talk about, as they say, an undeclared emergency this time. So what do you think is expected in the parliament here on? All right, I'll go across to Piyush in just a short while. Remember, our colleagues on the ground are constantly trying to get more reactions and updates about what is expected on the ground. Because whether we are speaking to the BJP leaders or the Congress members of parliament, each one are saying that there has to be a focus on one, either reviving public memory, as the BJP is saying, and for the Congress to say, but there's already an emergency of a kind. The question is it the same as that was in 1975? So I'll just quickly, to our viewers tuning in right now, what precisely has been said by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In an elaborate statement, they directly targeting, while the first statement part is about remembering and paying homage to the great men and women who resisted emergency, but then going across to manage and attack the Congress party right away. All right, I'm now joined by Congress Member of Parliament who's now returning to the Parliament premises, the new Parliament. Karti Chidambaram is joining me on the phone line. Mr. Chidambaram, good morning. Pooja Shali here. This time with Parliament, with the Prime Minister putting out an elaborate statement, because if the parties thought that it's only about 1975 emergency era, he's connecting it to today. He's saying this party with that mindset of emergency is still alive. They are the ones showing disdain to Constitution. How are you then attacking them with the undeclared emergency? Go ahead, Mr. Chidambaram.
Much water has flown in the Ganga since 1975-77. To break this up every year is almost a boring ritual, and the Congress party has expressed regret for the emergency, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi, who was the Prime Minister, has also expressed regret. Many events have happened since then. To keep breaking this up every time we point out something today is the highest and most classic whataboutery. We really need to talk about what's happening here today: institutional collapse, institutional capture, concentration of power in the PMO, and there is no collective responsibility. Everything is done by, this is a government of 1.5 people. There is complete concentration of power, and political opponents are incarcerated. Free voice is stifled. Press freedom, we are slipping down press freedom. We really need to talk about the present. There's no point in going back 45 years and indulging in this whataboutery in a ritualistic manner on 25th of July every year.
Mr. Karti, because we're speaking to BJP leaders, they're saying it's important for the public to know the difference between 1975 and 2024, and that how the opposition leaders do have their say even today. What will be your strategy, your party strategy in the parliament this time?
Let us talk about what is happening today. Let us talk about how institutions are being misused. Let's talk about how agencies are being let loose. Let's talk about how political opponents are targeted. We have expressed regret about what has happened, and I've told you many events have happened.
So, Mr. Chidambaram, what will be your...
Every time we bring about this issue of institutional collapse and stifling of voices, you will go back to 1975. I mean,
what will be your strategy of your party in the parliament here on? Because if the BJP is clear with emergency era this week, what will be your strategy?
Nothing is going to happen in Parliament. Nothing is happening in Parliament. Nobody is having any discussions in Parliament today and tomorrow. Today, only the members have to take votes. Then tomorrow we'll be electing the Speaker. And once the President makes her address on Thursday, we will respond to the presidential address.
Okay. All right, appreciate you, and we hope, Mr. Karti Chidambaram, that whether it's the BJP or the Congress leaders, that it will be public issues. NET, for example, it's a big issue that needs some discussion and deliberation, and that one should find that space there as well, and not simply about political discourse and narratives as well. Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Karti Chidambaram, on the latest and that. Speaking of NET.